Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant. He was the one that said, I'm tired of this. I want to go to a winning culture. I want to be traded. He met with the owner, Joseph Tsai. He told the owner, this general manager and this coach have to go. Joseph Tsai turned around and retook control of his franchise and said, this is my coach. This is my general manager. And by the way, you have 4 years left on your contract. We're not making a trade. They could not get what they wanted. They wanted an absolute ton in any trade for Kevin Durant. So Durant has acceded to what the owner wants. He is staying. Durant made all these comments about championship culture. We're going to do this. We're going to develop that. Well, that didn't happen last year. So that's player problem one. I think there's a better chance that Kevin Durant will toe the line and have another great season than the next guy. And the next guy is Kyrie Irving, Mr. Me, Myself, and I. And Kyrie Irving, who bailed on his last two teams, has been embroiled in a lot of controversy, refused to get a vaccination, went on the open market. Nobody wanted to touch him because he was so toxic. So then at the media day, he just says, I just want you people to know what I did for this team. I stayed here. Well, nobody wanted him. He said, I gave up probably $100 million in contract. Well, that's because you refused to have a vaccination.
Right.
He's had so many issues every place he's been. There's no doubt that Kyrie Irving is a tremendous guard, talent, Cleveland, etc. But he keeps getting traded because he keeps creating problems. So that's problem player number two. And then problem player number three that you just alluded to is Ben Simmons. It's a bright young talent, a lot of issues over his mental health, his working relationship with coaches. What happened in Philadelphia last year when he lost $21 million in salary because he refused to meet with the front office, refused to undergo mental health evaluation. And he wound up getting traded to Brooklyn, given away to Brooklyn. And then he shows up at Brooklyn, hurts his back, and had to have a procedure or surgery. So he's hardly played basketball in the last 2 years. And the question is, good player? Well, once upon a time he was. Question is, this mental health thing, what's it's going to do to him? His relationships have been really rocky with his teammates in Philly, which had a really good team, and obviously in Boston because he was not around last season. Who knows? He's saying one thing, but there's a track record of history that says something really bad. So we roll the NBA basketball out on the floor. A couple of weeks from now, we'll start the season. And those are the teams to keep an eye on for a lot of different reasons. We'll talk more about that as we go. Now,